And you're very welcome to Hollygrove here in Wexford for the top of the table Premier Division clash. It is North End United versus Shamrock Rovers. So you're looking at a live overhead drone image taken in association with Fuse Technology. Thanks very much to Conor Nolan and company there. A pretty, not a great day, it has to be said, for football. It's grey, it's a bit overcast. And this is your match producer John Moynihan handing you over to our commentary team today of Stephen Davitt, Conor Nolan, and first Pat Doyle.
Thank you very much, John. Thanks, folks, and welcome again to live Wexford League soccer here, brought to you by the All Rounder Sport. We're bringing you North End and Shamrock Rovers in the Premier Division of the Wexford Football League. We'll get the teams here shortly. Stephen's just gone to retrieve them. Big game today. Conor Nolan here, one of the co-commentators. Conor, how do you expect this one going today?
I think it's going to be a very good game, very, very close. There's serious players here. I suggest North End 2-1. Very, very tight game. I say the goals are going to come late. I don't think there's going to be any score in the first half.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's two sides or whether the score goes, and as I said, you're looking at 2-1. So the one thing I've looked at through different things, that the Shamrock Rovers team are being very free scoring, and North End are struggling a bit at the back. But we have the teams now with North End: Noel Heffernan, Craig McCaig, Dale Flynn, Robin Dempsey, Gary Delaney, John Lester, Alan Rhodes, Paul Murphy, Kyle Dempsey, Shane Dempsey, and Adam Beery. On the bench, Niall Connolly, Kieran Corley, Eamon Youssef, Warren Breeders, Gary Dempsey, and Callum Broaders. For Shamrock Rovers is Lee Murphy, Mark McKeown, Alan Freeman, Ian Sinnott, Podge Doyle, Ricky Fox, Emmett Quirk, James Carty, Ricky Dwyer, Marty Kelly, John O'Connor. On the bench for them is Brandon Sinnott, Jack Carroll, Jack Bates, Dame O'Brien, Eddie Blake, Sean Wiles, and Mikey Dempsey. So Stephen, two strong sides out there today. How do you see it going yourself?
That's going to be a great game. There's not a lot to separate these two teams. They're very close on the table. Of course, there's 3 points in the difference, obviously, and second place have 2 games in hand, so it's a very important game for both. I think Shamrock Rovers will be happy with a draw, but it's going to be an exciting game.
Absolutely, and you're expecting probably for the first 20 minutes even to be quite fiery. You'd probably see a few heavy challenges coming in good and early.
Very, very indeed. It always is between these two teams. Nice. There's a good bit of youth between the two teams. We'll go fast flowing game. A lot of rough tacklings today, I suppose.
I wouldn't say rough, we'll just say heavy, Stephen. I mean, we hope for no rough challenge, just a good few shots thrown in. As we just wait for the referee to start off. Shamrock Rovers start to get off. Pajay looks to pick it, only ball up and finds but poor first touch and just sends the ball out for it. North End throw. North End now looking to build the ball out from the back line. Looking to play the ball down to their left hand side. Ball now with John Lester. There's the ball off to the centre half. Gary Delaney. And I suppose North End, Stephen, being the home team, they're going to try and hold on to the ball here, but giving the ball away, they're uncharacteristic themselves. Shamrock's probably are going to try and hit on a bit of a counter play.
Yeah, it is looking now at the start of the game. Looks like Shamrock Rovers are going with a 4-4-2. Their two wingers are sitting back at the moment, and it looks like North End are going with a 4-3-3 at the moment. The wingers are staying quite wide, so it's looking like the first couple of minutes of this game, Shamrock Rovers are going to be sitting back and just settling down into the game.
As North End now, they ball in the field, but pressure put on there from Shamrock Rovers. Calling for a foul, but nothing coming. on the ball with the North End left back. Plays way over to Kyle Dempsey. But we'll have an injury there to Shamrock Rovers, to James Carty. So it's going to give a bit of time.
Let's hope it's not too serious. A stalwart of the Shamrock Rovers team. They'll be depending on him, so hopefully it's not too serious.
Seems to be out in front of half. We'll see how it goes, but it'll be a drop off for North End. Playing midfield, looking for Leicester, lays a half to Paul Murphy. Ball here now with Dempsey again. Yeah, Shamrock Rovers with the throw, and Ricky Dwyer just challenged there. Ball goes out for another Shamrock Rovers throw. I would say, folks, that our live coverage is brought to you in association with Fuse Technologies of the Wexford Premier Division game, North End United versus Shamrock Rovers. Stephen, looking at it so far here, the Shamrock defence and the press has been very good. They haven't let the North End lads play at all, really, have they?
Yes, looking at the moment, the ball now currently is with Paul Spart Murphy. He's just sticking around, keeping the back four Shamrock Rovers busy at the moment, and Shamrock Rovers are happy letting them to have the ball. We'll see how the game develops, but you'll see what North End are trying to do: get the ball to the wide man, get it into Paul Murphy's feet.
I said North End looking for a penalty there, but nothing coming from the referee. So Rovers here now again. Or looking to play it off, but still holding on to the ball here now. And Shane Dempsey, but challenge put in there. Paddy's Doyle there putting the interception again. But free there now against Emmett Quirk. As we said, Stephen, coming early into it there has been a few heavy challenges there so far, so there has.
Yeah, definitely a few minutes ago. Some of the Shamrock Rovers trying to leave their mark in there. Podge Dyler, number 5, and Mort McKeough there coming in heavy tackles. Mort won the ball back there. Just shows they have a bit of fight for each other, but this at the moment seems to be going North End's way, but Shamrock Rovers just easing their way into the game.
Connor, you've been doing a lot of technical side here for us at the minute, but in the few minutes that you've been able to keep your head out of the laptop for what have you made us so far?
Just so far I've seen North End was taking a lot of the ball here. There could be, no, there's a corner here now. Yeah, North End's majority of the ball here. Shamrocks, as Stephen said, they're just easing their way into this game, and we don't know what's going to happen, but there's high tackles and stuff, and keep going.
Corner here going to be taken by Shane Dempsey. As any of you remember, the last North End game we done, Shane done an interview with us. Shane was representing Ireland there with the Armed Forces Irish team. Ball comes in, is a back post, but we're cleared there by a combination of the Rovers centre half and Ricky Dwyer. Ball playing again on my James. Well, calls for handball, nothing playing on. Ball comes out to Craig McKay. Craig McKay sends it in again. And Paul Murphy try to get his head and flick it on, but it's well scampered up by the Rovers back line. And a foul there on Ricky Fox by Shane Dempsey. Rovers here now, looking to pick a pass. Boston chipped over top, chasing on here, but just overhit. Unfortunately, John O'Connor wasn't able to get to it. We'll play it out here now to number 4, Robin Dempsey. Robin lays it back to his keeper, Noel Heffernan.
It's been a lively first 10 minutes here in Belvedere. I think Shamrock Rovers will be more than happy with the state of play. Just to remind you all folks, the Premier League table at the moment, Shamrock Rovers have played 8 games, they're currently on 19 points. North End have played 6, they're on 16 points, so they're at home, they're 3 points behind with 2 games in hand, so very important result here. They get the win here, they'll have a game in hand, it'll be equal on points, so Shamrock Rovers will be looking to draw this game.
And now John Lester now with the ball in midfield. Ball sent over here now, but some work there from North End. But the ball now with Adam Berry. A Podge with the Cleary. Oh, John Quirky's now ball with Adam Berry again, who lays off Dale Flynn. Dale Flynn to Robin Dempsey. Ball sent over to Gary Delaney. Looking for options. Sends it back to Robin Dempsey again. Now the ball with John Lester. John Lester picks out. Looks like a lovely ball. No, a chance here now for North End. There's the ball back. Oh, but well defended by Shamrock Rovers, and a free out for a push in the back. But I mean, Connor, that's the first time you've seen John Lester eyes up, picks a pass, and North End make a brilliant chance there.
Yeah, very unlucky there. Had it been ahead of his man there 2 or 3 yards, he was in on goal there, and you don't know what could have happened. Lee Murphy's a very good keeper, so we don't know what could have happened there, but free out there now.
I know Marty Kelly there just couldn't control the ball. Called for free, but referee not again. But then a late challenge coming in there by Kyle Dempsey, and he's going to have a word. Challenge behind James Carty. As I said, Stephen, that's where we've seen the referee is not there. It shows now he's had enough of this heavy challenges in the first few minutes. He's putting his foot down now. It's time just to play football.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and both teams are aggressive. They're trying to put their foot in on the game. I think the ref just doesn't want to let Anton get carried away too easy, too early, and let both teams football do the talking. Some tough tackling going on, but the referee looks like to have it under control. And then once this goes out of the game, we're going to have a nice free-flowing game of football.
Free now for Shamrock Rovers. Fox sends him, but claimed by the North End goalkeeper Noah Heffernan. The ball now with John Lester. Plays off to Dempsey. Dempsey to Delaney. Murphy, Dempsey hits off the referee, but the referee, they have him, so he will call it back. I suppose, Connie, what you can see here now, essentially we are on the north end side. They are looking for a bit more urgency from their team. They are looking for their side to dictate the game a bit more.
Yeah, they're trying to bring in John Lester a bit more. You see, when he gets the ball there, just like there now, he's a serious boy to spread the ball. So we're just I see Gary Dempsey's here on the line. He's trying to get John Lester into the game more.
Chance now for Ricky Dwyer with the intercept. Knows to play it out. Plays it over to Ricky Fox. Fox with the first time ball. Oh, just too close to the keeper. And now North End have to come away again. Lester to Dempsey. Over here to Dale Finn. Dale Finn back to Lester. Over to Delaney. Sends the ball down long here now to Barry, but just a bit overhit. The intention was right, with just overhit there in that occasion. Oh, here we are now. Murphy with a chance, but just straight at the keeper. Neil Murphy, who will take shots like that all day long. Whereas now Shamrock Rovers now look to get a chance now, but the ball just go out of play for a North End throw.
I see Craig McCabe here is going to take this throw. He captained Wexford Youths to win Division 1 at the age of 21 years. He is an ex-underage Irish international.
So, and a chance there for Ricky Dwyer there. So it wasn't what Conor was saying there. You know, when you have the ability of Craig McCabe relying there, captain in Wexford Youths there to the Premier Division, even at the age of 21, you know that there's some serious talent on this field today. So there is.
Yeah, it's a fantastic achievement. Both young and old, North End. Well, both teams have some fantastic talent. You can see here now at the moment the kind of plan for this game is starting to come into effect. They're trying to get John Lester on the ball nice and deep. His legs might be aging now, but his mind is sharp as can be. He's playing great balls here. As long as given the ball, there has willing runners down the two wings. Shamrock Rovers seem to be dealing with it well, but the pattern of the game is starting to develop. Shamrock Rovers are coping with it well. Podge died now, going in tackle. Won the ball right back from Spot Murphy. North End are quick to get the ball back in play. They're wanting to keep this pressure up. Sprained the ball out wing there. Ball's gone wide to Gary Delaney.
Ball back now with Robin Dempsey. Robert, chance to go through. What? Dale sends the ball back. Chance here for. Just the first touch there. Just wasn't ready for Shane Dempsey, but now Shamrock's now looking to bring the ball out. Ball to Quirk. John Lester though. Podge Dyer wins the header there, but Shane Dempsey wins the second header. And Shamrock sends it over to Alan Freeman. But here we are now again. Quirk looks to get on the ball, lays the ball off to Mort McHugh. But Mort couldn't keep that one in play. And Connor just pointed out to me that James Cardy seems to be kind of a bit of a niggle there, so a former Premier Player of the Year. So I mean, for Shamrock Rovers, Stephen, that wouldn't be a great thing to happen. You want to try and keep a player of his ability on the field as long as possible. Yeah, of course. He's won many medals playing for Shamrock Rovers. He's after signal over the line 2 or 3 times now. He's after trying to run it off. Doesn't seem to be the case, so I don't know if they're going to change formation, but I'd say it's looking likely that Shamrock Rovers are going to have to make a change soon, and that's the engine room, so they're going to have to do something. We'll wait for the game to reconvene with a North End draw. Sends down to Paul Murphy. But defended there again by Shamrock Rovers. Rovers, Marty Kelly here now. Looks to play well, but Dempsey gets in. Intercepts. And Delaney now. Through ball they're going, but just over hit there for Barry, who couldn't get his hand onto it.
Just see there, since this game is started at 2 o'clock, there's a lot of spectators around for this game. There's definitely a good 300 people here, and for a great match they're going to be in for.
I said, Conor, I wouldn't want to judge a crowd, but there's definitely 10,000 here.
Just to see us.
I hear now North End looking to go the ball, but Dwyer doesn't head out, but intercept again there by Robin Dempsey. Now Silas looks to hit the ball, but down to Power. Power looks to get there. Hodgdale not going to make it easy for him though. And a throw there for North End as Hodgdale puts the intercept in there.
Hodgdale has been very tight marking there. It's great to see a young chap there, 22 years of age.
Thrown now to be taken by Dale Flynn. But Marty Kane looks to find long ball, but tuck in the air there by Craig Cave. Come for a Shamrock Rovers throwing just inside the north end half of the field. I think Rovers are going to make that change, Conor, that we were talking about earlier on there. James Carty couldn't run off the injury. Eddie Black is coming on, is it?
Yeah, it looks like he's warming up there now. He's looking for a jersey. Oh, he's looking for a jacket. Eddie Black is warming up.
Eddie Black is warming up. Is Carty still on the field? He's still on the field, so I thought the way the lines when it's single looks like he's ready to make a sub there, but must have been a change of mind by the Rovers management. The ball here now with John Lester. Lester kicks the ball, but defended there by Alan Freeman. Ball goes into the back post, but no North End player there. Quirk looks to clear his lines. Rob Dempsey gets the head there. Marty Kelly putting pressure on, but chance in the volley. Ooh, just audacious attempt by Alan Rhodes for North End. But I mean, when it sits up field like that, Stephen, everyone thinks they're Stephen Gerrard at some stage, don't they?
Oh yeah, you're waiting for Andy Gray to start commentating. Your name's going to be in lights.
There's now we're waiting for 20 minutes gone. First substitute of the game. James Carty is off the field, and so I just want to see now who comes on. Conor, can you see who comes on there? Ball it up, one in the air by John Lester. Quirk now looks to flick it on. Ricky Fox now looking to play a lovely ball over. Jack Carroll, who's the substitute after coming on. Ball in back deep towards John Quirk, finds himself free there, but well claimed by the North End goalkeeper Noel Heffernan. And here we are now with the Flynn downside. All ball stays in play. Referee has his flag up. But now Robin Dempsey now with the ball. There's no having to Adam Berry. Oh, lovely ball there now. Oh, and just hits off Murphy's back. Just a little bit under hit. Lovely idea. John Lester puts John Quirk under pressure. But North End will have the ball back with their keeper and will look to play it, build it again.
Yeah, there's a great battle going on at the moment on North End's left wing. Seems that Bert McHugh and Podge Doyle for Shamrock Rovers have, all men playing on this North End's left wing are fit as fiddles. Alan Beery and they'll play both Will and Nurse, and the pressure's on, but seems that the right hand side of Shamrock Rovers' defensive midfield is dealing with it well.
Rovers now looking to play it out again. Bought Ricky Fox, freshman pawn. Ricky not getting a lot of time there on the ball today. No, John Lester, but uncharacteristic of John Lester, a misplaced pass. Ball now, the North End goalkeeper Noah Heffernan to Robin Dempsey, over to Shane Dempsey. Paul Murphy is off that. Alan Berry. He's cutting back inside. Right to Paul Murphy. Little chip over the top. Oh, beautiful interception there by Alan Freeman. I mean, you can just see here now, Connor, that North End are trying to turn that screw to the air. They're building pressure, and it's only one of these chances is going to come off from.
Yeah, there seems to be fairly on top here in this game. I'm not really sure Shamrocks have even got a chance at goal yet. The few pop shots, but I think one of these North End goals is going to come before half time.
As well, Ricky Dwyer, who looked to find Ricky Fox there, but defends again by Shamrock Rovers. Podge Doyle gets onto that one. John Quirk lost out in the air at that stage, but Podge Doyle, poor pass, let out to Dale Flynn. And you can just see that Jack Harr getting back there for Shamrock Rovers. No, Paul Murphy looked to get across in there, but
Ricky Dwyer in his own box.
Here we are now. It's Marty Kelly. Marty Kelly lays a lovely ball over to the left hand side to find Jack Carroll. Jack Carroll needs to find his pace, but just great defending there by Alan Rhodes from North End. Great tracking back. Lovely flick there from Marty Kelly to push the ball to the left hand side, with some super tracking back there, Connor.
Yeah, it was great tracking back. Alan Rhodes seems to be all over the field there at the minute, and it's working for him. He got back there right in time and to stop Jack Harrell on attack.
Rhodes again now, lays the ball over across, but chance here now. And Barry, back post, and some super defending there from Alan Freeman. And you can say they're covering the back post, not allowing North End an open goal there, Stephen.
Yeah, a very good play from North End. They're looking for that ball over the top quite often. In fairness, both Alan Freeman and Podge Doyle, the fullbacks for Shamrocks, have been playing really well this game so far. And if they keep suffering pressure, they do have an out ball. They have Emma Quirk there, he's a willing runner, and the same on the far side, Jack Hard after coming on, so there's speed on the wings. So I wouldn't rule Shamrock Rovers out at this rate so far, but they are going to have to get by this constant wave of pressure that North End are applying.
Here now we have Dempsey playing the ball in, for the back post. But
Elbow was up there.
Cleared here now by Shamrock Rovers. Looking to find Marty Kelly up there. Marty Kelly not making it easy, but referee not happy with that so far, and he's going to call Marty Kelly over and presents him with the yellow card. I suppose, Stephen, if his yellow cards come, that's a fair yellow card, so it is.
That was indeed. He was just mad to get by him, you know. The player there for North End positioned himself well, and he just stopped him getting by him, and frustration there got the yellow card. Just hopefully Shamrock Rovers can keep their cool now. I'd say they'll be happy to get to half time and then try to get something into the game in the second half.
Here we are now. North End Don't play it over again. Dale Flynn. But Podge Doyle. They got to Marty Kelly. Marty Kelly looked to find Quirk, but defended again by Flynn. The ball with Marty Kelly again. Right, Ricky Dwyer, Ricky Fox. But Shane Dempsey gets the block in there now and looks to set North End off in the counter. Ricky Fox gets the block in there now to John Quirk. Quirk now to Marty Kelly, to Dwyer, and now looking to find Quirk down the right hand side, but just a bit overhit. But Quirk not letting Dempsey easy, but he gets well. But now Marty Kelly now picks up a poor pass from North End. Has to play it over to Ricky Fox on the far side, but just overhit there again, and Kyle Dempsey will take the free for North End. I'm going to take a quick ball there, but well defended by Ian Sinnott. And then Alan Freeman slid off, but North End once again control it. Shane Dempsey passes John Lester, looks to make a quick one down. Oh, but a vital interception there from Ian Sinnott. But now here we are now again. Dale Flynn sent the first ball in. Oh, and the spectacular effort there from Adam Beery. I mean, could have taken a touch and taken down, but he went for it.
Why would you bother taking a touch in a situation like that? I won't try to pronounce the Brighton player last week who scored a bicycle like that, but that would have been a mirror image.
Yak and Bash.
I won't even attempt it.
You're not the main commentator, Stephen. You're only a call. And here we are now with a throw in for North End down the far side of the field. Paul Murphy now looks to flick it off to Dempsey. Dempsey to Lester. Lester brings the whole way back to their keeper Noel Heffernan. Heffernan to Robin Dempsey over to Gary Delaney. John Lester. And then looks to hit the long crossfield ball again, but Murphy Hyo cleaned that one up there. Was it North End now again? Looking to keep going. Kyle Dempsey lays back now to John Lester. John Lester looks to find spot Murphy, but defended there again. And John O'Connor looked played out there, but North End now really not letting Shamrock Rovers off here at all. Chance here out, Paul Murphy. Looks for look to take the top corner there, and good effort, but just not this time. Said they're really starting to turn the screw now. They haven't let their foot off the gas in the last 5-10 minutes there. Shamrock Rovers are really kind of feeling all the pressure, Connor.
They'll be looking for half time. They could, or Paul took first touch there. He probably took too much time. He aimed for that top corner and just got the better of him. But I can see North End definitely going to get one before half time.
There's a goal kick there now. Flicked down from Marty Kelly, but Delaney wins in the air for North End. Ball comes out to John Lester. Paul Murphy looks to get onto it. Pressure from Ian Sinnott, looked hard by Ian Sinnott, loses out the ball. Murphy, but some super defending there. Was sent to get back after he lost out, and it's a corner for North End.
Half an hour.
Here we are now, another corner for North End. Shane Dempsey now look to swing this one out. The poor corner in there, but he has a second chance with the cross. One of the air by Shamrock Rovers. That's Craig McCabe. Lays down to Dempsey. Look for the return, but defended by Alan Freeman. And challenge left in there by Shane Dempsey, and the referee awards Shamrock Rovers a free kick. It's over half an hour gone there now. It's 0-0, I suppose. In hindsight, I think, Stephen, I mean, Rovers have been sitting back a bit, had one or two pot chances, but I mean, I'd say so far to be happy to be 0-0 at the minute, so they would.
Yeah, indeed they would. We've seen over the years, as North End are pressurising again, Adam Beery up the wing. This is the way it's been in many games between these two teams. Shamrock Rovers very tenacious in the defence, especially away from home. If they're able to keep it this way until the 60th, 70th minute, then and maybe we'll look to get a chance on the counter attack, then they'll be happy enough with this. We've seen it before. They're a tenacious team, and I suppose it's up to North End to break through the defence.
Paul Murphy now puts the head up. Barry lays off to Flynn. Flynn puts the ball across, but Podge Doyle again making a vital interception. Ball over to John Lester, over to Paul Murphy. Oh, it's flicked out in now, and it's Barry again. Chance, Barry. Oh, look to find the far post. Some super football there again. I mean, when you're looking in the high sticking corner, that should be 1-0.
Definitely should be 1-0. I don't know, he'll be kicking himself watching back on this about that goal, but he's unlucky.
Lee Murphy now will start the game off again. And pushing the back there. We'll have it free to North End. Ball Robin Dempsey. Into John Lester. Dempsey over to Delaney. Delaney to Kyle Dempsey. Oh, yeah, a chance here now. McCabe says, oh, Dale Flynn with a chance. Oh, miscues it. And Ricky Dwyer back again there to clear down, but John Lester lays it off. It's a cross coming in here now. Chance in the air, but Beery just couldn't get on the end of the cross there from Kyle Dempsey at that stage. And there really are, it's chance after chance after chance now at this stage. I think if you're the Rovers management, you're just looking, can we hold on to the ball here for a while, lads, and just play it around? You think yourself, Stephen?
Yeah, I think Adam Beery, he's making great runs down this left hand side for North End. Again, Podge Doyle and Murter, they're doing very well on the right hand side, but he's after getting in 2 or 3 times now, and it's looking like if there's anyone more than likely to get a goal today, it's going to be Adam Beery at this stage.
And Rhodes is off to Dempsey. To John Lester. That's to Paul Murphy, but Podge Doyle wouldn't let the ball go through and keeps the ball in. Dale Flynn. The whole Rovers team are in their own half of the field at the minute here. Have no real outs for when they do clear the ball. Here now, here's Marty Kelly now. Lays the ball off. Ricky Fox finds Ricky Dwyer. Ricky Dwyer here now with a chance. Oh, just tuck with the outside of the boot on the right foot. Realistically, you're looking for a left foot strike there, really, aren't you?
You really are. Unlucky. Back in now. Here we go at North End again. Unlucky.
That's the danger when you play a very high line like that. Sometimes you can get caught in the back. I know North End have the main foothold in the game, but if you play a high line like that and you've pace like Shamrock Rovers have, they can catch you. So it's not a closed case of this game yet. It's still 0-0.
And we know we'll have a look at that chance again there now as we look at it, Stephen. We do know that Shamrock Rovers aren't shy of getting a few goals this year, so you know, if they do get another chance like that again, you will be looking at them getting it, hitting the back of the net.
Oh yeah, well that's ideally for them if they nip a goal. they'll try to play the very same way they have been playing. They're a team that is always up around top end of the table, and their game each year probably will be North End. It's the toughest game for them. So if they can nip a goal on the counter attack here, they'll be delighted to leave here with a result.
Offside there against John Quirk. Emma Quirk. There's on Paul Murphy. Paul Doyle puts the challenge in there, but Dwyer here now again. So they have Marty Kelly, but good defending there from Robin Dempsey. Freeman now looking for options, but sends the ball back to Sinnott. Marty Kelly looking to on the ball, but John Lester intercepts there. Heffernan now lays it off to Robin Dempsey. How has time and space in front of him will look to carry out the ball. John O'Connor from Shamrock Rovers though, making him bring it the whole way back to his own keeper. Oh, Ricky Fox there looking to get the interception there. Unlucky, gone, touched it, but just couldn't find one of his own teammates. Palmer lays back off to Robin Dempsey, who's back to his own goalkeeper, Noah Heffernan. Over to Dempsey. As the rain starts to come down here now, Shamrock Rovers looking to keep holding out North End to keep control of the ball. Dempsey with it over the top by Emma Quirk, gets his head in it. Paul Murphy lays it off, but Shamrock Rovers defending well and look to clear their lines now again. Ball sent long, one in the air by Gary Delaney over to Kyle Dempsey. Kyle Dempsey now looks for options, lays the ball into Paul Murphy. Paul Murphy lays it back to Delaney. John Lester now lays it off to Shane Dempsey. Kyle Dempsey comes that back in. But the referee has seen something between John Lester and Ricky Fox and is not happy with it, has called up the game here now to have a chat with both of them. And a yellow card apiece for John Lester and Ricky Fox. As we've noticed early on, the referee isn't taking any messing from either team, and he is trying to stamp it out and just keep it as to a footballing game.
Yeah, it is. I think these refs are League of Ireland refs, so they'll know a great game here. So
yeah, I mean, it's a top quality game like this, as there is top quality officiating going on here. So just waiting for the ref to restart the game. There's 5 minutes left in the half. John O'Connor now for Shamrock Rovers, lays it back to Ricky Dwyer. Ball now to Jack Carroll, who loses possession for a North End throw. Ball now to John Lester. John Lester lays it off again. And Paul Murphy. The ball back now with down too late ball off to Allenberry. One in the air by Podge Doyle. Marty Kelly looks to hold the play up, looking for options and wins the free.
Just Podge Doyle there again. He's playing serious stuff there for Shamrock Rovers in the backs there. He's hand tight to his player every time, and see there, he done a Ronaldo header there.
He got fairly high, but don't know if he was 2 meters and 5 high. But he got fairly high in fairness to him. It was that chance for Shamrock Rovers without a play. We start off again with a North End goal kick. It's Robin Dempsey now. Looks for options. There's the ball to Adam Berry. Dale Flynn. Challenged by him by Emma Quirk. No foul. Ricky Fox though. Challenged by John Lester. He's sent it now. Lays the ball off to Alan Freeman. Chance here now for John O'Connor, but well defended there from Gary Delaney. North End now looking to flourish another chance here now just before the half-time whistle. No, Ricky Dwyer again, not making it easy. Emma Quirk shows on the ball. Dale Flynn looking to put pressure on him. Dale Flynn, great challenge. Oh, but foul there from Delaney. Emma Quirk wins the free just inside North End half the field.
There's the song.
And we just come close to the half-time whistle. Ricky Fox now looked to lay this ball in for Quirk, but he was trying to find Quirk there, but just a bit overhit. I suppose, like, so they've had a few chances, but they've in general defended quite well in this half of Shamrock Rovers.
Yeah, both teams have. There's a game at a very high tempo, and there's lots of willing runners. Both teams seem to be both fit as fiddles. Most of the action's coming from the wings, but Shamrock Rovers has dealt the pressure well. Like Adam Beery's been making some great runs down this left hand side, and it looks like they're going to get half time. And once the second half gets going, it could be a different game once they're inside and giving instructions from the management.
As Ian Sinnott marshals out that ball. We're into stoppage time now with the first half just about. 1 year John O'Connor, Ricky Fox. Ricky Fox was onto the ball and just tried to find Carroll over on the far side, but the easier ball was probably onto Ricky Dwyer there. O'Connor just, didn't really pick it out.
Possibly bad footer, but he didn't probably make the best choice of a pass there, but if it had worked out, it could have been a different story, Pat.
And there you are, folks. Half time here in North End versus Shamrock Rovers. 0-0. Stephen, summation of the first half there. I mean, North End with all the possession, probably did harbour the best chances. Do you think they're unlucky to be going in 0-0? And if you're Shamrock Rovers, they did have one or two very good chances as well. Are they happy to go in at 1-0 or 0-0, or do they think they should be going in maybe 1-0 up?
Yeah, well, it appears from the first half it's clear to see that North End's game so far has all been about possession, getting high runners in behind on both wings. Shamrock Rovers have been playing a counter-attack game. They're sitting deep, trying to get the ball on the break, giving it out to their placing players on the wing. So far it hasn't worked for either team. To be honest with you, North End have looked far more likely to score so far in the early exchanges. But Shamrock Rovers have had a chance or two, and once the teams come back out in the second half to get instructions from the both coaching teams, it's probably going to be an open game once the legs start to get a bit tired. So should be an interesting second half.
Connor, we've seen the first half. I know the first half was always going to be a little bit more cagey than fairly cagey in certain aspects. The second half, if you were Paul Corrin over Shamrock Rovers, what would you be saying to your guys at half time?
In fairness, they're defensive. They're working well. They're probably sitting a little bit too deep, but maybe that's their style of play. Or at the very first 15 minutes or 10 minutes, sorry, they weren't playing deep, and maybe they're going to try settle things back in here now in the second half, and not play such defensive play. So. And maybe sneak, if they're going to play the defensive, they might sneak a counter goal, and we don't know from there.
Absolutely. So, folks, I'd like to thank the well over near 1,000 people that are watching us here live at the minute through all our social media platforms. That's the first half. We'll be back to you very shortly now with the second half, and just be back to John there for just a few closing words at half time.
And thanks very much to our commentary team of Pat Doyle, Conor Nolan, Stephen Davitt, providing great coverage, as I'm sure you can agree. Just while we are here, it would be a shame not to just once again show our drone shot taken just before the game. And we do seem to have some sort of issue there with the drone shot. Just bear with us. Okay, we can't seem to get that going at the minute. We'll get it going there in a few minutes. But the score at halftime, as the lads say, 0-0. Thank you very much. We've got huge viewership numbers across Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and all our various social media platforms at the moment, to which we are live broadcasting. We'll be back very soon with the second half, so do stay tuned.
Well, folks, welcome back to the second half here of North End Shamrock Rovers in the Wexford Premier League, proudly associated with TJ Murphy's. Now our live streams, of course, is brought to you by Fuse Technology. So this, so Stephen, second half here now. Said it's rain is starting coming down again. Wind is starting to pick up. I suppose, do you see it being much different in the second half compared to the first, where North End won't have majority possession?
No, I predict it's going to be pretty much the same for at least this first 30 minutes, second half. I don't think there's anything wrong necessarily with either way both teams are playing. North End are happy to keep the ball spraying around fast around the pitch, and Shamrock Rovers are looking just to win the ball back, press high, and just score in the counter attack. But second half, it's just going to be more the same.
So we're just waiting for our officials to come back here now and get us going. Connor, any substitutions made on either side? Can you spot out there early off?
No, there's no substitutions made at the minute.
I see Emmett Quirk is still on the field. I apologise to anyone who I offended by calling Emmett John.
Cousin John.
Look, it's not an easy game down here, lads. And in the we're in the lower levels of the gantry today. We're not on the upper levels like John. Look, we do our best. We apologise if we do offend anyone. If we do get names wrong, we are only three simpletons from a small parish.
Speak for yourself, Mr. Dial.
I'm a big simpleton. The referees are making their way back from their half-time cup of tea and banana. We got no tea again. When are we going to get tea around here, Connor?
I think Stevens Nicola is going to start that job. She's going to be bringing the tea and the sandballs down sometime soon.
Fair play to Nicola. Stephen's hard to get a cup of tea in his own house. Never mind, get brought to him. I'm waiting now for the referee to start us off. Both sides are ready. Linesmen are in place. And we're off now for the second half. Leicester to Delaney. And Dempsey now hold on to the ball looking for options. But Dale Flynn couldn't keep that one in play, and Shamrock Rovers don't have a chance to play the ball out. But North End looking to put them under pressure, and Rose lays off to Robin Dempsey, over to Delaney. Delaney out to Paul Murphy. Paul Murphy now looking to bring himself inside, but pressure upon him from Rovers, and out Ricky Fox now. There's a 2-on-1. Lays off to Quirk down the right hand side of the field. First time ball in, dangerous ball, but cleared by Delaney. And I suppose, as you see again, Stephen, that Shamrock Rovers have the ability to hit North End on the counter.
Yeah, of course they're sitting deep, but more so by choice. Like the players do have the ability to carry the ball. It's just again high end opponents like North End. It's difficult. You can see at the start of the second half now, Paul Spark Murphy he's dropping a small bit deeper, and the right and left back are still drifting out wide. So it's going to be much the same as the first half.
The ball left over here now to Rhodes. Once again, looks to find McCabe there though, did Paul Murphy, but just to be overhit. And Shamrock Rovers throw. Freeman. Looking to find Jack Harrell. John O'Connor. Freeman sends down long, but no Rovers players there. And North End will look to play out again. Dempsey to Rhodes, back to Delaney. Over to John Lester. And Dempsey here now. Free awarded though against Freeman. Not happy with that one. Looks like he says he got the ball, but referee says otherwise. John Lester now. Looks fine. Murphy looks ahead, headed back across. Chance here now. In the air. No, referee blows the whistle and there's for an offside, but Lane just gets up. Bit ginger there holding his head. Should be alright. Dwyer wins it in the air, and Quirk lays it off to Mark McCall. Looks to find Ricky Dwyer, but Robin Dempsey cleans it up. Barry finds Paul Murphy. Rhodes now. There's a hover tip. Kyle Dempsey. All tried the 1-2 there, just couldn't play off. Ricky Fox lay off to Marty Kelly. Fresh upon Marty Kelly, but Shamrock Rovers on the ball. Ricky Fox looking to drive out the field. Marty Kelly now cleans up the scraps in that challenge, but just an overhit pass and couldn't find Mark McCaw. Murphy now. Hodge died, but Marty Kelly found offside. Ricky Fox intercepts, lays past. There's a hop of Ricky Dwyer to Marty Kelly. Marty Kelly now. Oh, lovely through ball there now. John O'Connor clear to it, but the keeper, Noel Heffernan, makes a great save there. Gets out good and early. Ricky Fox now looking to hold on to the ball. Send it. Podge Doyle. Oh, but couldn't find Jack Harrell. As North End look to play the ball out again and look to get more of a foothold in this second half. So far, Stephen, I suppose it has been a bit more scrappy, and Rovers have been a bit more in the game.
Yeah, in fairness, it seems after 50 minutes Rovers are finally starting to find some pockets of space on both wings and centrally as well. Ricky Fox has been picking the ball up in midfield. He's carrying it. I think shortly North End might look to make some kind of changes to try and sort this issue out, because they are being able to. Rovers are currently being able to travel through the middle of the pitch with the ball, which is obviously not a good sign. We'll see how things develop.
And a foul there. So freed it. Shamrock Rovers taken quickly. Pause diet looking to find Marty Kelly. Well marshalled there by Delaney, who wins a free out. Yep. Shamrock Rovers. Pajay lays it off to Mary Kelly. Back to Ricky Dwyer. Ricky couldn't find Jack Carroll. John Lester now has the ball. Dempsey now tries to get by Freeman, but Freeman doesn't open the door. Marty Kelly now with the ball. Looks spread about it wide, but I said his teammates there even weren't too happy with his decision to play the ball there.
No, I think it's fairly evident at this point the frustration is starting to creep in on North End's side of things. The out ball has not really been there. Seems the position of the players is good. It's just picking the pass for both teams at the moment. It seems to be going straight, sloppy game. So hopefully things come together soon.
Rovers going to restart this game with a trying just basically halfway inside their own half of the field. But Dempsey intercepts that throw. There's Alan Berry. Alan Berry avoids the challenge, but Freeman there clears the cross. Marty Kelly now lays the ball off to Ricky Dwyer. Ricky, the heavy touch there, and Quirk looks to not make it easy for Robin Dempsey, and Quirk puts great work in there. Quirk pushing the back, penalty! Emma Quirk there with Conor, what you say is great work rate, great effort, not giving up a kind of a heavy pass from Ricky Dwyer, paid off, comes up backside and gives his side an opportunity to go 1-0 up here.
I think what happened there, maybe Robin wasn't notified that Emmett was behind him, and he got him on the counter, and he broke through there, and Robin had either let him go for it or take him down.
So here we are now. Ricky Fox against Noel Heffernan. And Ricky Fox takes Shamrock Rovers 1-0 up. Good penalty, Stephen. Sent the keeper the wrong way. And now, I mean, North End now are going to really have to start upping the gear so they are to try and get themselves back into this game, because so far in the second half they haven't been playing well.
Yeah, Pat, very much so. That goal came from an out ball. It was very much against the run of play. I think that's exactly what Shamrock Rovers have been hoping for. They've been winning the ball deep, and they've had a runner on left and right up front, and they played an out ball there to Emmett Quirk. He has the legs, he got by him, he took him down. He honest attempt to win the ball. Ricky Fox, nice and calm under pressure with the penalty, took it away. Now, at least Shamrock Rovers still be more than happy, obviously delighted with the win, but they've something to hold on to. So you're going to see Shamrock Rovers nice and deep now, and you're going to see North End trying to put as much pressure on as possible. Don't be shocked if Shamrock Rovers now start to get a couple more chances on the counter attack, because North End, they need a result here.
Marty Kelly lose out in the challenge there to Robin Dempsey. Is off to Paul Murphy. Rhodes now. There's the ball off to Kyle Dempsey. Back into Paul Murphy. But Craig McKay has the ball in. Oh, well defended there from Martin McHugh, who puts the ball out for a North End. Northern Corners, we've another look at the penalty there, and Stephen, as you said, it was just a brilliantly placed penalty. You know, it was a shame of a player who just has confidence in the situations.
Yeah, exactly, Pat. Calmness personified. He just nice and calm when he's run up. Just waited for the keeper to move first and placed the ball on the right hand side of the goal. Very well taken. But Ricky's been in that situation before, and just now as they look to counter attack again, you're going to notice North End now tend to have less and less people behind the ball as they look to pile forward and put Rovers under pressure at the back. But just want to be careful at this stage of the game, because there's plenty of time left in this game, and they don't want to be putting themselves under too much pressure, pushing so many men forward and leaving spaces at the back.
Freeing out, lays the ball to Carroll. Ball back now with Ricky Fox. And Kelly controls the ball, lays it back off to Fox again. Down to Carroll. John Lester though lays it there to Delaney. Alan Berry with a chance. Has it gone in? In the corner. Super finish. Absolute great through ball. As you said, the person from North End who's seen this scoring all day was Varian. Not true, you say it. He's after bringing it back, but looks like he's after taking a knock from scoring the goal. He won't mind too much. He's after bringing the side back level.
Yeah, in fairness, he's been looking like North End's most dangerous outlet all game. He's been taking on his man. He's been making runs in behind. He's skillful on the ball, and obviously you can see there he's brave. The keeper's rushing out towards him there. He dived in. He barely got a foot on the ball. Snuck in just on the boat of the left-hand post, and he got his rewards. He's been trying very hard all game, and it's paid off at last.
As well, what we were saying there is that, you know, they had to go look for it, and we did see that at times they were showing less and less men at the back, but I mean, that was a brilliant through ball there. So it was, that's something that if you seen it 4 o'clock on Super Sunday in Sky Sport, she'd be going, yeah, that's ours today. It was a brilliant ball, so it was.
Now, Pat, that just all depends now. Me and you'll be watching very different Super Sundays, as I'm a Liverpool fan and you're a Spurs fan, so I think you'll be used to seeing it, something sloppy, but I think Liverpool are capable of a bit higher quality. Sorry.
Isn't it just typical that a Liverpool fan somehow manages to ring out Liverpool in a Wexford League game?
I think this will be his last day on Corcom.
Fact. Bring back the bunt. I can hear the crowd saying already. So we're 1-1 here now, folks. Oh, that hash clearance there. Oh, Robin Dempsey left a mark in there. Left a mark, he goes on. Ricky Fox. These Shamrock Rovers now with the 1 hour mark on, 1-1 here, but Shamrock Rovers now have a chance to create another opportunity to sneak back in front. It's dangerous ball, but over hit. We're just waiting for another ball to go onto the field for the restart the game. And no, Heffernan plays quickly to Delaney. Harvey looks in the hair, but Freeman couldn't control it first time, and Kyle Lennox lays it off to Paul Murphy. Ian Sinnott back there though. But pressure on by Paul Murphy. Sinnott had to play it out for a throw. And North End now very, very far up the Shamrock Rovers side of the field, with a serious opportunity now to create a chance to sneak the lead again. Long throw in there. Oh, chance. No one there. Oh! And Podge Doyle with an absolute super block there, Stephen. I mean, that was started to be 2-1 there.
Yeah, of course, fantastic block there from the young player. He's out there wearing his heart and seat there today, and he's playing really well so far. It's going to be. It's looking like it's going to be a tough 30 minutes. Shamrock Rovers, of course, won't be happy. Obviously, they could see the goal so soon after scoring. They're going to have a tough 30 minutes, but they, as I said earlier on, they still have something to hold on to. And as North End in this game would need the result more so than Shamrock Rovers, so they'll be happy.
Substitute coming on here now for North End. And Shane Dempsey coming off for Niall Connolly. So Dempsey gone off there now. Looks like Stephen Kyle is going to centre forward and Connolly is going on to the right wing here.
Yeah, we've seen it before in the past from North End. Kyle Dempsey, obviously his pace on his side has gone in. It looks like Spot Murphy's playing just behind him, and Niall Connolly's gone onto the right wing. So it's a bit of pace after coming into the North End team here. But in fairness, left back for Shamrock Rovers dealt with it really well in the first half. So we'll see how he gets on in a second. But he's an exciting young player, Niall Connolly, and we'll see how he goes.
Rovers now with the throw in. Marty Kelly put a challenge in there with Delaney. One there, John O'Connor. Quirks there, but here we have a chance now. Connolly has gotten past Freeman, sends the ball back post, but just no one there. I say Kyle Lennox not letting the ball go out for a goal kick. And we've a substitution on the Shamrock Rovers team. So Brandon Sinnott has come on for Marty Kelly. And a free there for North End. Bit of a high boot, but Cork pulled out early enough there, but still referee calls a free. Harvey sends it in, but cleared by Mark McKeown. Pressure ball here now, but Pajile was able to get a clearance there now. Quirk sends up the Brandon Sinnott, but Robin Dempsey sends the whole way back to his keeper Heffernan. To Delaney. John Lester. The ball, Paul Murphy. Back to Lester. Oh, but Brandon Sinnott got a block in there, and Ricky Fox nearly got onto it, and there's a lovely 50-50 challenge there. Both players going in Mahatford, and Ricky Dwyer just unlucky not to get on the end of there. You see his whole body in line for that one.
Yeah, he wasn't needed at all. Came there from great work from Brandon Sinnott. He came on there for Marty Kelly. Absolutely killed himself for an hour. Ran his socks off. It's a very important role in the Shamrock Rovers team, centre forward. And now Brandon's after coming on. You can see he's pacey, tenacious player. So his work there received that ball back for Shamrock Rovers, and they're going to try to use him as an outlet for the remainder of the game.
Barry looking to find Dale Flynn, but fouled Emmett Quirk in that stage. Lee Murphy for Rovers now will restart the game with the free kick. Quirk wins the header, but can only find that North End player. Lane lays off to Murphy. Kyle Dempsey. But Ian Sinnott nips the ball away from him. The goal scorer Barry slips though. And here's a chance now for Shamrock Rovers, but Leicester puts the block in there again. Ricky Fox now. Oh, look to find Sinnott on the far side, but just overhit ball. Laying out to Paul Murphy. Quirk puts the block in there. And now the substitute Sinnott to Mark McKeown. Back to Podge Doyle. Podge looking for options. Lays it over to his left back Freeman. Quirk Doyle just couldn't get hit. John Lester looks to lay it over the top, but Ian Sinnott controls there again. Jack Harrell there couldn't make anything of it now, but here's a chance here now for Niall Connolly. Niall Connolly lays it back to the right, but Jack Harrell, a good shoulder to shoulder challenge. Paul Murphy looks to lay it in. Chance! Ooh! Niall Connolly there, a chance on it. Good save from Lee Murphy. And Freeman there clears the corner at the front post. And Podgedale again. North clearance, he looks to bring his defensive line out. And now Brandon Sinnott gets it onto the ball and looks to find Quirk. Quirk now has options, looks to go his own. And probably should have looked to hit Jack Carroll on the left hand side, who found himself in acres of space. Well, Ricky Dwyer now look to get the game back going. Back to Ricky Fox. Ricky Dwyer. Mark McKeown, but couldn't keep him playing for a North End goal kick. Stephen, second half so far been a lot more entertaining, so it has really really after all than up, so it has.
Yeah, of course, yeah, it's an exciting game. You can see Shamrock Rovers there for a couple of moments looked like they were heading towards inflicting their first defeat of the season on North End. The game is much more open now. I suppose North End are smelling blood, but Shamrock Rovers not out of the game. They brought on young Brandon there up top there, and his pace there is, two or three times now they've caught him on the break and all. So one correct ball or mistake from North End, and it could be their first defeat of the season. But at the moment, it's looking like there's going to be another goal in this game.
As we're in the 73rd minute, Ricky Dwyer looks to find Brandon Sinnott, but now Quirk has an opportunity. Oh, and goes for the long range audacious. I say that was a shot more so based for Aussie rules. Leicester, but Dempsey just couldn't take control of it and give Shamrock Rovers possession back. Freeman looks for options to Ricky Dwyer, but Ricky couldn't find one of his own teammates out of it. But Podge Doyle back there again. Oh, Ricky Dwyer with it. This is laid off to Quirk. Dale Flynn there though to send the ball out. I think it was in the last few minutes now we've seen that Shamrock Rovers are trying to get their foothold into the game here now. They're really starting to play some good ball. They're making opportunities. Just need to take one now, really.
Yeah, of course. As you can see, like the pitch is wet, like the surface is slippy and stuff like that, and there's third legs starting to creep into things now. So the game has become more open, and it's looking actually in the last 5 or 10 minutes as if it's starting to benefit Shamrock Rovers more. Like their youthful, pacey players have been getting on the ball, and they're running at the Northern players, and they're starting to basically get a lot more possession for Shamrock Rovers, and they're having a bigger say in the game.
Ball there with Emma Quirk. Lays out Ricky Dwyer. Ricky Dwyer to Ricky Fox. Ricky finding Mark Pichota. Beautiful ball. Well, Mark couldn't find Brandon Sinnott. Ball now, Podge Doyle looks up. Quirk looks to flick it over Robin Dempsey's head. John Lester flicked it on, but Freeman back there to clean it up. Ricky Dwyer now with the ball to Emma Quirk. Ball flicked over Brandon Sinnott onside. Oh, but Delaney well back there, lays the ball off to Paul Murphy. Oh, we're here now to Niall Connolly. Niall Connolly against Alan Freeman. Lays the ball back aside to Kyle Dempsey. Looks to find Niall Connolly again. Niall Connolly now looks to get to the ball first. Does. Looking for options. Lays the ball into Murphy. Beery, the goal scorer. But Podge Doyle again with another vital interception there. The ball goes out for another North End corner kick. The game just been held up here for one of the Rovers players to seek a bit of attention. Stephen, I'll come to you again. We're about in around 10 minutes left, give or take the stoppages. what way do you see this going now? Like, I mean, both sides have got opportunities. I mean, is it a one more goal game? That's game over, or what way are you looking at it?
I think so. To be honest with you, at this stage of the game, it doesn't look like either team is happy enough with the draw. Shamrock Rovers actually they're starting to open up. I think after seeing a bit of space on the field now, and they're spacing behind. As you can see, North End now, they don't have many players sitting back, and they're playing quite a high line, so they've a bit of pace up top. They're looking to play the ball in behind. But on the flip side of that, you can see North End they're getting good players on the ball. They're getting good spells of possession on the ball, and it's looking like they're looking to get a goal as well. But it could go either way. To be honest with you, Pat, I would say the next goal in this game will win it.
North End now have the throw. North End look now. Put the ball cleared over to Delaney. I thought that North End are playing a very, very high line here at the minute. As and substitution for Northern Warren Brothers coming on for Alan Rhodes.
That's Warren Brothers. He was a member of the FAI Junior Cup team from North End a couple of years ago when they famously won it in the Avia Stadium. So a good player, and he'll definitely cause problems for Shamrock Rovers in the last 10 minutes of this game. So they're going to have to keep an eye on him. Fresh legs.
Brothers though sees the ball to take the throw. Send it door. Won that ball in the air. Robin Dempsey looked to find it, but Wire Berry shouts for handball. Nothing coming from the officials. Delaney lays the ball in. McCall is back to Lee Murphy. Oh, and a scrappy clearance there. North End can't capitalise on that, and Shamrock Rovers can find themselves lucky there not to be a goal down after that poor clearance. Dale Flynn now with the throw. Paul Murphy over to Delaney. Delaney strikes on the volley. One in the air by Mark McKeough. Delaney again over to John Lester. Chance here, ball with Niall Connolly. Connolly looks to find it. Berry again. Oh, safe from the keeper. Didn't really get a clean connection there, Steve. Probably disappointed himself given how well he took the first goal.
Yeah, of course, yeah, but he's a willing runner, as you can see there. The substitute Niall cut in on his left foot there and played a lovely deft pass. So you can see the substitutes in this game are going to should make a huge difference anyway, considering the conditions now are starting to come into effect in this game. So fresh legs will make all the difference.
And see yellow card there for Gary Delaney on Ricky Fox. Dwyer shot to Fox. Fox finds Quirk. Chance goal! And he's given it. Oh, what a super goal by Emmett Quirk. Quick thinking. Quick thinking there from Fox Dwyer. Beautiful ball in from Ricky Fox. Super finish by Quirk.
Yes, brilliant play there. Rovers have worked their socks off throughout this game, and as we've said multiple times during this stream, they've been looking to play of outball to the pace there. Obviously, both Emma Cork and Brand there have been looking to get in behind there, and it's paid off there. North End have risted a small bit, leaving few men back, and it's looked like it's paid off big time for Shamrock Rovers. Fair play, it's a tough place to come away from home there, and they're sticking at North End and having a big say in this game, so fair play to them.
After winning the free out there. So, ladies and gentlemen, score: North End 1, Shamrock Rovers 2 in the Wexford Premier League, proudly associated with TJ Murphy's Bard in the Scorty. Of course, this live stream is brought to you by All Rounder Sport, proudly sponsored by Fuse Technologies. Long ball laid over the top, but North End will claim. Seven minutes to go. There's the ball. Later, the North End back line looked to play it out.
Yeah, I was just saying, Pat, it's crazy the way it can go. Like, in fairness, you would have to say, like, possession-wise for the 80 minutes of this game, North End for as a whole had probably been in control. It's kind of a smash and grab by Shamrock Rovers, and they've been sometimes stopping possession, but they've been looking for this ball, the outball throughout, and they've had a game plan, they've stuck to it, and it's smash and grab, but it's paid off in the end, and now they're going to look to hold off for the last 7 to 8 minutes of this game.
Substitutions been made by both teams here now.
Sean Miller.
For them. So Paul Murphy coming on from DFN. Paul being a renowned striker, so they're making the ball call. They have to go for it now, Stephen, bringing on a striker for their left back.
Yeah, indeed. There's this next 5 minutes of football is absolutely vital for the top division of Wexford football. This will inflict, if it stays like this, North End's first defeat of the season. It'll put Shamrock Rovers up on 22 points and leave them back on 16. They will have 2 games in hand, but they will have to win those, and it'll very much in the title race. It'll put everything in the hands of Shamrock Rovers. So it's a vital 5 or 6 minutes of football coming up, and North End will do their utmost to try and get a foothold in this game.
And Sean Miller is after coming on there for the goal scorer, Emma Quirk. But an equaliser just as we speak. An equaliser by, I think, Robin Dempsey getting the equaliser there. Lovely ball in, Stevens. You know, just this game now 2-2. We thought the next goal was going to be sealed, but clearly the curse of commentator stands still as always. But I mean, this is going to be an intriguing last few minutes of this game now.
Yeah, it is indeed. It's very same as last game. 2 or 3 minutes, Shamrock Rovers fell onto the lead. They both times, in fairness, you have to say, when they've been down, North End have fought hard in this game. They've had possession, and by the run and play, looking at this, they've deserved at least a draw from this game. So we'll see how the last 4 or 5 minutes plays out.
Parfy finds Connolly cuts himself inside. I'll fight Robin Dempsey. And Podge Doyle stands strong and doesn't let him get the ball. I'll have another look at the equalising goal there now. Super header there, as we said, and you know, whenever they have went down, North End have conceded. They've been very, very quick to come back into it as they now look to take the lead. Ball Kyle Dempsey, but Ricky Dwyer back doing the defending that time. Niall Connolly now. Sends the ball in. Up in the air. Oh, there it is!
There's the winner,
And there is
Paul Murphy.
Paul Murphy. He took the shot. It hit someone. I don't know who it hit on the way in, but Paul Murphy's going to claim this, so he is. And I mean, that's a big moment there in the turning point of this season.
It is neat, Pat, yeah, in fairness. North End throughout this, well, over the course of many years, they've shown great resilience, and it's a cruel blow for Shamrock Rovers who travel down here, and they've worked so hard and all, been ahead in the game twice. They're behind now, but in fairness, it just goes to show they've had most of the possession in the game, and they've worked their socks off, and they've shown great resilience. It just shows why North End are the way they are. If it stays like this, they'll put the both teams on 19 points each. North End will still have 2 games in hand, so they'll definitely have you'd almost say, one hand on the title.
Shamrock Rovers will try and say something before the final whistle. The North End goalkeeper, Noel Heffron, is in no panic to take this goal kick there now.
Second ball, John Lester.
Sends the ball out here, but only ever cut. John Lester sends up. Podge Doyle is headed with John Lester. Sends over to Niall Connolly, but John O'Connor gets the ball there. They're putting pressure, not letting Shamrock Rovers out easy. And had a ball with Fox. Fox looks to send it, but the goalkeeper Heffernan just clears his lines and sends it out.
Get organised! Get organised!
Rovers now with the throw in.
Left foot!
Jack Harrell, freshman Pahan there. Oh, chance for Shamrock Rovers, but well defended there by North End. Now on to Paul Murphy. Paul Murphy turns, he's in it, and shows great strength there to hold the ball up. And this is very, very clever play. Very clever play from Paul Murphy there, Stephen. Held up the ball well, shielded himself, and wins a foul. And you know, when you're 1 goal up going into the last few minutes, that's exactly what you want from your centre forward.
Yeah, in fairness, he's getting on now, but that's a wise head he has. He just waited there for the contact there. He took it and went down, and he's given North End a bit of a respite there when they're under pressure, and they're just going to look to take their time here now and close out the remaining minutes of this fixture.
Shamrock Rovers now running out of time, look to create one final chance to draw level. Over to Miller. Miller lets it into Ricky Dwyer. Now the ball with Ricky Fox, but Niall Connolly puts in the challenge. What? And we're into injury time. Ricky Fox sends the ball in, but North End clear the lines. Ball comes out to Martin McKeown, but couldn't find his own players. Kyle Dempsey back there to clean up. Kyle with a rash clearance sends it out for a Rovers throw in. Ball now with Ricky Dwyer. Martin McKeown looks to, but Delaney get the touch on it, and Connolly unfortunately can't get there, so it's another Rovers throw.
Get the thrower, Niall. Thrower is you, Niall.
Clear by John Lester. Ricky Fox back there. Lays it off into Ricky Dwyer. Loves to find Martin McCaw. Can he get there? He does. Lays the ball in but wins a corner. It looks like we didn't see Mikey Dempsey on for Alan Freeman. As is Stephen. They ever had a chance now. They're really going to have to get a good ball in here now.
Yeah, it's all action here in the closing stages in Belvedere.
Chance, oh, near post, what, another corner.
Hey, be organised. Watch the ball.
Ball sent in. What the keeper, Noel Heffernan claims it. And here he is now. Barry, 1-on-1 with the keeper. Can he save it? Keeper, fairness, very, very, very good goalkeeping. 1-on-1. Keeper made himself as big as possible.
Right man, so fucking hell, man.
And a substitute here for North End. Goal scorer Adam Beery coming on for Eamon Youssef. Went off for Eamon Youssef. And Stephen, yeah, he worked his socks off all day. Beery, he got the first equaliser. Very influential there.
Yeah, indeed, he had a great influence on the game. You feel like that change is more so tactical than the need to bring on fresh legs at this stage. But it's been an all-action game, and it looks like it's coming to an end at this stage. And North End have done what they do, and they're looking like they're going to be heading towards the top of the table.
Ricky Dwyer sends it down, but John Lester's back there. Playing back well, and Robin Dempsey with the clearance. Rovers send the ball down long again. One in the air of Youssef. Paul Murphy looks to get on to the end of it. With a goal kick to Shamrock Rovers. Rovers going to want to take this one quickly. Surely there can't be much time left. Ball, Ricky Dwyer. Dwyer sends the ball over top. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Game is finished here. North End have drawn level on points with 2 games in hand. 3-2. I mean, Stephen, a great game all around, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, in fairness, both teams, like Shamrock Rovers came down, they had to lead twice in the game. They had an early setback. One of their best players there, James Carty, earlier on, took a knock and had to go off. But they were, in fairness, North End were constantly under the caution in that game. They went behind not only once but twice. They came back moments later on both circumstances. Then shortly after the second time they came back, they closed out the game and got the winning goal. So in fairness, showed great fighting spirit. And down here in Belvedere it ends North End United 3, Shamrock Rovers 2.
Yeah, I suppose if you're looking at your goal of the game and kind of going, look, I thought myself that Emma Quirk's goal was brilliantly taken by Shamrock Rovers, and unfortunately it wasn't the game winner for him, but if it was, it would have been an absolute brilliant one.
Yeah, in fairness, Pat, it would indeed. Both goals from Shamrock Rovers look like to be smash and grab efforts, but they're I suppose they can't be too disheartened from the performance. They came away down to Belvedere. They scored 2 goals away from home, took the lead twice. They just couldn't hold out against a very, very strong North End team. I suppose they're going to look to take a foothold in the league now, and North End are going to try to build on this and take the 2 games in hand and get a couple of points clear.
I see Connor's just getting over Paul Murphy. Let's get a few words here from the lads. got winning players here. John Godkin, well done, John. Paul, great game today. We'll go to you, winning goal, last few minutes. How happy are you over that one?
Oh yes, it was brilliant. There was a battle all the way for the game. I thought first half we controlled it and then we lost control of it, and I thought rightly so they were probably 2-1 up, but again we battled on and we got a winner. I don't know, it was a bit fortuitous now. I think it hit me in the ear or hit something anyhow.
Says you don't really mind where it went in the bag, didn't it? John, looking at it, I mean, you went down probably against Run of Clay, great fight back to come 1-0, and then unlucky again to go down 2-1. It was a quick way of thinking by Shamrock Rovers, but once again your lads, they dug down deep and they found an extra gear to come back and win the game.
Yeah, I thought when we got back to 1-1, I thought their first goal was a little bit again the run of play, the penalty. I thought when we got back to 1-1, then I thought we were going to win it. In fairness, that goal was either a brilliant piece of technical skill and coaching, or he was offside, and I'm not so sure. So I'd like to have a look at it again. But again, when we went 2-1 down, the spirit of this team is always there. That's why they won an All-Ireland 2 years ago. That's why they are what they are now. But they kept playing football. And as we went, you could see we went 3 at the back and we went for it. Even at 2-2 we went for it, and we were confident because we could win here today football wise. Yeah, we got our just rewards I think in the end, but bit of squeaky bum time as well.
Squeaky bum time is always there, but I mean it's a big win for you. It means you're level on points now and you have 2 games in hand, win them, you're 6 points clear. It's a long way to go in the season, but I mean, you see the quality. It's not our first game we've done this here. There's brilliant, like even off the bench when you have the other Paul Murphy come on the field, like down the line, wins the freeze, like, you know, there's experience and there's a great deal of youth on this side. So I mean, you're coaching, but do you see yourselves now just batting all out and going for the rest of the way?
Well, put it this way, our objective is to win the treble now. We want to win the league, we want to win the Wexford Cup back, and we want to try and do well in the Leinster Junior Cup. It's the only trophy that we haven't won as a club. We're disappointed without the FEI because we think we're good enough to push the best teams in Ireland at that, but that's look, it's knockout football. But our objective is to win the league anyway. It puts Gordy in a strong position today as well. Gordy had a good win against Moyne, probably puts Moyne and Rovers chasing a little bit now. They don't really have any room for error. So at the moment, like, we won't win the league. It won't be even head-to-heads with us and Gordy. It'll be how you do against the other teams that are in the league. So winning the league is over 20 games and there's 20 knockout games. So, you know, at the end of the day, we know what it's like to win a league and we know how hard it is, but we're a good bit off it now at the moment, but we're in a good position.
As we lads, thanks so much. Well done today and best luck the rest of the season. Cheers lads, thanks so much. So, as I said, we'll have our last few words. Don't have any Carney today, but I have 2 men who, one man here who will promote football, and then of Stephen who will promote Liverpool. But Conor, a very enjoyable game in fairness. As the lads said, look, North End showed great determination, come back from 1-0 down and then 2-1 down to get 3 points. It's a big 3 points for them.
Just shows the class they have. I thought there now that Rovers are going to sneak that win, but just shows the class there, even from the bench, coming in there and sneaking a 3-2 win is just brilliant for them. I'd say now that they're drawn on points in 2 games in hand, they have one hand definitely on the trophy.
Stephen, I mean, very good games we said all around. They're a quality outfit. Don't compare them to Liverpool, but I mean, like, for a Wexford League, like, as the boys, as John said, like, you know, they're very unlucky probably in the FAI Cup, but they do show that there's class all around there.
Yeah, in fairness, they're a credit to Wexford football and stuff. In fairness, they came up again a really strong Shamrock Rovers side today. They were well up for Shamrock Rovers. Don't forget, they lost one of their best players, James Carty, earlier on. But they did smash and grab against the run of play, took lead once. North End almost within 5 minutes they got their equaliser. Second half again, same long ball, caught North End on the break. They deservedly got a second goal there, but North End, it just shows like they kept playing the same style of football. They kept pressing. They got their equaliser, and then they got their just rewards. Then from they were risking it there in the last couple of moments, and they got the goal. But it was a very open game, end to end stuff. But in the end, North End got the win, and more than likely they will push on now and win the title.
Yeah, so folks, from myself, Pat Doyle, Stephen Davitt, Conor Nolan, John will say his few words he always does on the camera. No need for John today. Folks, thanks very much for tuning in. We did at stages hit the 1,000 mark on live viewership. It's in all our platforms. It's absolutely sensational. We're absolutely thrilled. We hope to be back with you next week again with another live fixture when they are announced. But until then, thank you, God bless, and good night.